taking a slight break, and we're gonna go back to work. It's now safe to keep playing. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Assistant to the regional manager. Well, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering we're closing eventually. When's that gonna happen? I don't know. Brian said we'd be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed. Everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion then threw himself off a building. Yeah, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway. I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? Just who is Rune's soldier? I have an idea who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. Hi, Taisa. You guys do know I can hear you, right? Whoa. Alright, she's getting a sweet fucking Russian accent. I'm giving it this. Holy shit. She's so cool. A little cyber eye, and she's a cat. Excuse me. Is this the VA-11 whole A bar? Like her like Transylvanian looking necklace. It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god. What is Say planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? What was that drink whose name was changed after people caused a stink? Oh, it's the piano woman. Yeah, see? Piano woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. No, stop. Jesus Christ. Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So, you know, say, miss, I'm still a Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh god. So she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. So, Hoshi means star, and Stella is like stellar, so it's kind of cute, kind of like that. Quite a few people. Say, is as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you this place, or... We are meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It is the kind of place she likes. So if we play our cards right, and we smooth talk this hot cat lady, do you think later we're going to be able to enter Stella? Say, is that Kira Miki's autograph on that glass? I just want to perform a little Stella cartography, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? Oh, she stopped here yesterday, just before the concert. Really? I mean, look at her little blushy face. She did. Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, the star-like signature is hers. So your name's Jill then? Yeah. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Oh yeah, that's right. Hoshi is star. Hoshi-e, Hoshi, with the little extra e on the end, is want. So she's Stella Want, I guess. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were all sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, you don't worry. I take it that was Say? Oh, I couldn't say who it was. Will you wait for her? Twitchy ears? Yeah, I will. In the meantime, I feel like giving another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Alright, drink in honor of a good friend. Drink in honor of a good friend. It looks like yeah, I think it's the piano. Like, that was the first thought that I had, was the Piano Man. Because remember we were talking about it. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I think that's the one. Alright. 2 of these. 3 of these. 5 of these. 5 of those. And 3 of these. On rocks. Mixing. Also, yeah, no, how would anyone ever order drinks like that? I want that brown one that's named after the turkey. Because even that would be too easy. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something? It might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not, or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease, or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So it had to be done. Otherwise, I would have died shortly after birth. It's my detective name, Shortly After Birth. Detective Shortly After Birth. P.I. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I overstepped. No, I don't mind. It's always nice to dispel the idea my parents were just into the fad. And you seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. So becoming a cat person is like a life-saving operation? Which I don't understand. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. No, not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and have been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? Yeah, I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with someone, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Oh, look, it's Say. You took your sweet time. Yeah. Sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic, too, and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby, and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No, flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how to avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... Oh, you're at it again. You and your cryptic order is always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whomever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing cordial out with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really. Thank you. Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That will be 2 fringe weavers, then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Oh, Say, you silly little... Oh, you're so naive. Poor naive little beast. Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers. Jesus, they are alcoholic as fuck. Fringe weaver. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And again. Where's next? So, this one is for you, this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way you could have said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet, thanks. You'll really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions. Not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Should I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you're still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow. Yeah, you worried? This is how I have conversations with my friends. We have our shoulders to each other and we talk like this. So man, how you doing? You want to hang out at the bar? Yeah, man, I'm gonna drink a drink over here. What's up? Yeah, let's talk to the bartender. What's up, bartender? I won't say anything. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. It'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. Really? Is that what they say? Do they say that? But, with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, these people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yes. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something, if someone came after me, you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but... I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Oh, come on. Don't be insensitive. I am lactose intolerant. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Like ships in the night. Hey, you want to hang out at the bar with me? Okay, cool. You get there an hour early. I'll show up. You leave. I'll hang out there for an hour. We'll both hang out with the bartender. It'll be super sweet. Meet up later for Quaaludes. Okay, then. Take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. I mean, she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Are you asking me? Because your name is Say. Get it? Because it's a word. It's also a word in English, but it's your name. Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Yeah, I rubbed some bacon on the inside of there. I thought maybe you'd like a bacon helmet. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? Must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. You believe all that stuff about tensions growing and that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on. But I don't want to investigate too deeply, because we might find out that Cora 96 is behind the whole thing. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Fuck the police. Some even say the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always says, the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on. Zaibatsu Corps' main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to BTC. It sounds plausible. Yeah, it kind of worries me though because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? Fucking Lone Star. It hurts my brains. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. Too bad, Rent-A-Cop. You can't escape politics. It's part of your life. You fucking chose to be a police officer. You have to be political. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, you're such a simpleton, you'd never give the wrong message. But it's his intention that counts. Oh. Finally, the Dorothy has come. Oh, it's Dorothy. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Yeah, I mean, I guess she's sort of a paramedic. She's a paramedic that's part of a militarized police organization. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Subtle. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. Yeah, we'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. Then I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. 2 blue fairies are due. Wonder what happens if I make them both different sizes. I'm gonna try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, aged and mixed. Okay, and then I'll make another one, but make a regular size one. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue, like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say. I'm Dorothy. Say, malfunction. Yes, yes? Oh, that's cute. Say. Yes, yes? Say. Say. Oh, she's as bad as me. Say. Why'd you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button. I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. I mean... And that includes fuckboy over there. Oh my god, fuckboy. Just keep calling him that. It's really fun to say. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. So, here's a question. Here's a question for all y'all. If you... I'm gonna put you in the head of a corporate developer of personal massage robots, right? Semi-sentient fuck robots. So let's imagine you're trying to design them and you want them to be, I guess, as good at being sex workers as possible, right? So you want them to bring in as much money because ostensibly you're building them so that they will have sex with people and that money will get funneled up to you. So you're doing that. You're engineering these, I mean, sex slaves, but we'll talk about that later. So you're engineering these entities, and do you make them super perceptive of people's desires so that they're able to read them better? Or do you tone down their ability to perceive people's desires and wants so that people don't feel exposed around them? Do you make them... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, how do you set them up so that they can do the best possible job? And then also think about how this affects the way that we look at, like, sex workers IRL, right? Like, the idea, and there's a ton of crossover between objectification of people and the idea of creating artificial intelligences and the kinds of people that get objectified because of sex work, those kinds of things. How would you build that person to be, I guess, good at their job, good at what you designed them for? And then alternately, if you were like the person at that organization who secretly wanted them to be people, how would it change your choice? Right? Would you make them more or less perceptive, knowing the world they're about to enter? Maybe you're that person that wants them to be able to, like, figure out their own shit. Right. The real answer, the greatest Griffin point in this, the real answer is a focus test would tell you what to do. Whichever one would make it work. Yeah, fascinating stuff. Intersections of human ownership. We talked about this a little bit last time. And this girl is simple to a fault. Aw, cupcake. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that Combat Wombat has come back. It tells me that you're too married to your job, that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. Well, that's fucking judgmental, Dorothy. So, if you invited me to drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Because you don't care about sex. God forbid you're just not interested. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the little one with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mat. Alright, so Lilim, despite being a traditionally feminine gendered name, Lilim, all of the AI androids we've seen so far have been referred to as that. So, You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEBO69 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how you modded your bodies. How modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are really interesting. But your hands are the MIRD 113 of Realta Industries. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. Oh shit. So? Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentation and Modification Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to the danger zone. What are you going to do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not in law enforcement. I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Ah, God. She's a sex robot with finger guns. Just gonna go ahead and let you think about that for a few minutes. I want to know, though, why go through that upgrade? Girl's gotta take care of herself, you know. I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or, at least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason that I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Yeah, the less discreet version, she had chainsaws for arms. Which, you know, that's somebody's fetish. Well, I gotta go, and yeah, another thing. If you aim for the arms or legs once is self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Bye-bye. Please come again. I thought she was gonna take me away. Oh, look at little, like, crying milk tears. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile. Intuitive. Also, it vibrates! Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? It's for fucking. Anti-radiation coating? Also for fucking. My skin's the first tool of the trade. I need to take as much care of it as possible. And it does make it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So, you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really. I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilim. What can you say about me, then? Let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. Ooh, hello. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone you know who won't return your feelings. Maybe you hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy. Did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. You can hold on to my sexual frustration. That's what I call my junk. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am. But if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go. Fine, fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy! Yes! Oh my god! Oh, that was really good. I love when that shit happens. Oh, the game. Me and this game are the same person. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Everything done? Yeah. Hey, boss. This might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah. Why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh, yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and I got stuck. It was a friend's jar, too, so I just couldn't break it. I mean, you know, sometimes you get your hand stuck in your friend's jar. Hey, Gil, how'd you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. And that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Huh? Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yeah, she is. Now go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. We made a shit ton of motherfucking money. Bam. Alright. Wicked. $800 have been charged to account. Renew. Shining fingered. Yes. Perfect. Alright. Jill's subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing at work today. Happy not birthday. Really like that website, huh? I have needs. Let's go buy myself something nice. Let's buy a replica toy Turing. Oh, it's so expensive. Let's buy something that's not 1,000 plus. Let's buy a shoulder massager. There we go. Now we can massage our shoulders. Cool. Shining finger. Yeah, it's probably a Steins Gate reference. You're right. What's happening on the old phone-arinos today? And I guess these threads go from bottom to top, so let's try it that way. Oh no, this thread is closed. Yeah, we've seen these already. Nothing new there. How about AE? You wouldn't believe this shocking Kiramiki secret. Today, we'll take a look at one of the most popular acts of our time. How did she get started? What's her favorite movie? What about her romantic life? Don't miss this exclusive interview, only on the Augmented Eye. Aww. Fuck. Alice Rabbit might be a Kiramiki fan. And who isn't? Everyone loves Kiramiki, and Alice Rabbit is no exception. You might be wondering, what's my proof that's not so wacky theory? And well, keep reading if you want to know. This is an easy one if you just... I'm getting tired of your shit, Miss Smithy. Wow. Crime rate up 5% this month. Crime is up 5% this month, officially making the road to Mega Christmas a dangerous one. Judge, jury, Santa Claus. Mega Christmas 1. White Knights aware of the situation and promise to maintain security in all sectors, even though recent budget cuts have been decreasing the morale of their personnel. Poverty and the lack of opportunities are no longer the main causes of crime. Criminals come from all walks of life. They will murder and distribute drugs for no reason other than the fact it gives them power. It's no longer about feeding their families. It's about domination. We should activate our subroutines. There are entire sectors controlled by these dangerous gangs, and there's no solution in sight. This Mega Christmas will be a very dark one. Okay, alright. Let's go to work. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, look, it's that person with the rabbit. Hello. Oh, shit! Shit! It's some crazy ghetto bastards with biscuits. Seems like you made it just in time. I think it's just a car backfiring. Please just be a car backfiring. Please just be a car backfiring. Really? It sounded more like a gunshot to me. Have you ever heard gunshots? Haven't we all at some point? Yeah, well... See, sounds more like a car's exhaust. I don't know. It's too dry. Yeah, but gunshots give more echo. What if it's a firecracker? Boss. Firecrackers? Yep. A couple of years ago, there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual Mega Christmas firecrackers. No, it sounded too hollow for firecrackers. Well, whatever. This is not a morning talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things. At least, not among yourselves. Right, we shouldn't lose time over a car's exhaust. Hey. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, what is up, Zinthar? This one's for you. Time to mix drinks, change lives. Welcome to Valhalla. Hello! I'm looking for some information. It's George Costanza! What kind of information? What can you tell me about a girl nicknamed Crimson Rose? Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although, tacky online handle's a bit redundant. Do you know anything about her? No. Sorry. I have $80 here that might refresh your memory. Now that you mention it, I remember something. He's not a stickler for a dickler. Really? Yeah, now I'm totally sure I have no idea whatsoever who you're talking about. Nothing at all? Nothing. Man, you're a sucky bartender. Not having any info I need. Ugh. Well, first of all, why assume I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Are you a player character? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof I might have the info you so desperately need? Well, And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? Do you want to get mugged so badly? Yes, well... Moreover, even if I did know something, you really think 80 bucks is enough? You can do almost nothing with 80 bucks. I could buy penny whistles and moon pies. It's not even enough to have a decent lunch. Why are you scolding me? Why'd you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need, douche? Wait, of course you want all deals to be clean, so you want me to spend money at the bar. That's how it works, right? I spend money and you give me the info. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay then. Get me a drink, but keep it under $80. Fucking loser. Alright, 80 bucks. What kind of shit can you buy for $80? $80? How would I spit in a glass and tell you to go fuck yourself? Oh, there it is. Here's your gut punch. There you go. Okay then. Do you know anything about the girl? Nope. But you said... Maybe, maybe not. Turns out, it's maybe not. You were the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, 80 bucks is nothing. So, I need to spend more. I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing. And no amount will change that. Can I at least get my money back? Why? The order's right, isn't it? I guess. So, why are you looking for that girl, mister? Vondelay. Art Vondelay. What'd I tell ya? Just right on the nose. Go fucking eat a crawler out of the garbage. It is George. It's alright. I'm a private detective. That's what I do. If I could think of what George Costanza's voice sounds like, I would do an impression, but I can't. So, I'll assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker. You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost. She's not? She's half the so-called reapers of the city. 2 guns for hire that work for whoever's resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily, they call themselves. Panty and Stocking, they call themselves. They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames. So, who wanted you to track her? I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck. What if it's a prank? I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with that check, that'd be a pretty wasteful prank. I see. Still, any information or rumors you could give me, well, they don't have to be related to the girl. Why is everybody trying to pump me for information? Crimson and Cobalt. It's always good to keep up with the local goings-on. Well, let's see. Sorry, can't think of anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here aren't rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy, maybe, but it's not much about current events. At least, not beyond what you see on the news. Damn it! What kind of bar is this if you can't gather word on the street? What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Gil might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know something that might help me, Gil? I don't. I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do. He knows something. On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him? Well, this has been a major waste of my time. And here I thought all the noise BTC bars have made lately would be useful for something. Noise? What noise? You don't know. I'm asking for a reason. You'll find out soon enough. Don't worry. In any case, I guess I'll have another drink and leave. Well, what can I get you? I'll have a grizzly temple. Simple enough. Let's give him a grizzly temple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get the fuck out of here. And that's for you. Okay then. It's gonna be deducted from the $80 from earlier, right? No. Fine. Come on, there has to be something. This week has been slow as hell. The only good thing I've heard is about the girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. The whole thing about a woman catching her midair makes me think it's totally made up. Aside from rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really. Damn it! Wait, who told you that? It appeared on the news, didn't it? Yeah, but the name the Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlets reported that themselves. There are rumors someone or something is keeping them silent. And even the international outlets aren't using the name Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet for some reason. So you're either one of them or somebody in the know told you about it. Wow, he can be surprisingly sharp. Shit. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually. Really? I wonder if he'll notice the glass the idol signed. I mean, sure, I can't think of anything that'd be useful involving him right now, but I guess not. Did he talk about anything interesting? Interviewing the idol that had a show a couple of days ago, dealing with messy interns. Par for the course, I guess. I see, that's... God, gunshot. It's a backfire. Firecrackers! Hey, what do you think that sound just now was? Sounded like something very heavy being dropped. Something heavy? Come on, that's not even close. It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind. No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what made the sound. Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. I wonder if something's happening. I heard there was some gang spats going on. Maybe they took the conflict here. Which means gunshots. If that's the case, I just hope they don't come too near us. Well, I've gotta go. Seems coming here wasn't a waste of time after all. Really? Really, I just have different needs. But there will come a time when this place might help me. Goodbye. Please come again. Gangs, then? Unlikely. This is unicorn territory. Oh yeah, unicorns for life. They've always been a neutral and important third party in other gangs' deals. That's what they say, unicorns moderate. The who? What now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing. Thank you. You left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that? I think I heard something about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though. Guess I'll find out soon enough. Welcome. Oh god. Alright. Shit. It's time for Streaming Chan. Everybody hang on. We're gonna take a break for Streaming Chan, and when we get back, we'll see what the hell this shit's all about, and we'll give away another code. So, stick around. We will be right back.